Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, I just did this planetary 7 card reading for the top 4 senior royals, and now I'm going to do it for a couple of the minor or non-working royals. And it's a new layout. And it's what you do is, and I'm using big cards and then I put the smaller ones on top so we can read the bottom. And so this is the moon, Mercury, Venus, the sun, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. And we're going to do this reading. Go look at part 1. And once I do the first one, you'll understand exactly how this works. All right, so Harry. Let's do a planetary. What's going on with Harry right now? What do the planets want to tell us about Harry? What do the planets want to tell us about Harry? What do the planets want to tell us about Harry? Okay, cards are ready. Okay. Ooh. 9 of Wands on his moon. 6 of Wands on his Mercury. 6 of Pentacles on his Venus. Wow. 9 of Swords on his Sun. The Fool on the Mars. Wow. The 4 of Wands on his Jupiter. And the 4 of Pentacles on his Saturn. Okay. And the Devil underlying. Although we don't do too much with the devil in this reading, or the underlying, I just thought I'd look at it anyways. All right, so the 9 of Wands on his moon card is emotions and intuition. He is seriously burnt out. He is embattled. He has serious burnout. He's got his boundaries up. And, in this card, he's looking to the left, so he's looking to the past. He's looking to the past and he's almost on guard. He's almost like, are you coming at me again? I've already beat you once or twice, not physically, emotionally, or with verbiage. And, I'm still standing. And he's got his boundaries up pretty good. Okay, so under his Mercury is intellect and communication. He has the 6 of Wands. And when we did Charles' reading, he is communicating with Charles. So right now he feels like he is winning in the communication department, that he has the upper hand. At least he's breaking through, and he's on the Magician here. He's creating some kind of new communication, and he's feeling really good about it. On his Venus, romance and partnerships. Right now, I would say his romance and partnerships are business agreements. This is, with the 6 of Pentacles here, we got money on romance. This is telling me it's a business agreement. And this also tells me it's not really equal or fair. But it's right, because the 6 of Pentacles, it's not 3 on each side. It's the person dishing out the money always keeps some for himself. So this is telling me he's in a business partnership, and it's not quite equal right now. Somebody's getting more than the other. All right. Under the sun, though, this is what is the central aspect at the time of the reading is 9 of Swords. This guy is totally stressed out. He's totally burnt out. We got a 9 here, 9 here. He's he's not in a romantic place at all. He's in a business partnership. He's trying to communicate. He's being successful at that. But, at night when the lights are out, this guy has nightmares. It has anxiety, huge pressures. He is not in a good place at all. So let's look at Mars. His conflict and aggression is the Fool. I think he has started some kind of new conflict and aggression. So has he started divorce proceedings? Has he started separation agreement? We certainly know he's not starting any business. Or is this buying a new home? And that says something to somebody else. This Fool thing here. So he's started something new that has this conflict and aggression. And I think that, I think it's a new home because we have this home here, and we know Meghan does not want to come to the UK. She does not, and that's just simply not going to happen. And under his wheel of fortune, under luck and money, under the Jupiter, we have the Four of Wands, which is home, which is foundational celebrations, marriages, births, new starts, a new home, a new job. And with this Fool card here on his aggression, I think he's foolishly walking away from one home, and he's started this new conflict with somebody about moving to back home, back to a castle, perhaps. And I keep reading that he will, and that he'll actually be gifted a home, like a favor kind of home or something. And that shows me here on his Jupiter, on his Wheel of Fortune, is a home. So this is telling me again. Now, under work and burdens is money. We got the Four of Pentacles here. He has to hang on to every penny that he's got. I'm wondering if this Empress under this Venus is this inheritance that is coming. I read that, yes, that's actually a true story, but it won't be as much as he thought it would be. So this could be the person who actually dishes out how much he gets. He is definitely, his burden right now is money. He is tight for money. He is hanging on to every last penny that he has. He's certainly not being a spendthrift right now. And that, look at the stress around that. Look at the stress around, it's a huge stress around money. Absolutely. So he's definitely communicating with the right people. He has money problems, and I think this new start, this new conflict is him coming back to the UK. I honestly do. All right. So let's see what is Meghan's planetary aspects want to tell us. Meghan's 7-card reading. Meghan. Let's see if it matches up like how Charles and Camilla's did. Meghan's planetary correspondences. Meghan's planetary correspondences. Meghan's planetary correspondences. Four of Cups on the Moon. 10 of Wands on the Mercury. Ace of Swords on romance. The Star on the Sun. Isn't that interesting? The Magician on the Tower. The Moon on the Wheel of Fortune. And the 10 of Pentacles on the World. And look at that. Her underlying is the 9 of Wands. These two are very embattled. Very embattled. And with them both getting the 9, that tells me they both have boundaries around each other. That there may be like almost, I'm thinking like they've put up their boundaries with each other, and with this Ace of Swords here, they may have cut off from each other. Anyways, let's get into the read here. I'm going to change that. There. All right. So we have the Four of Cups on her emotions and intuitions. Now this tells me that she is bored. She is regretful. She is apathetic. She's kind of fed up. She's really kind of fed up, and she's not listening to anybody with this fourth cup being presented to her. She's kind of pouting, especially if we're talking emotions and intuition. She's really pouting, and she's not listening to her intuition at all. She's wondering, she's got, these 3 could be Harry and the 2 children, and she's wondering what she can do about it. But she's really apathetic, bored, not interested whatsoever. Now, under the Mercury, which is intellect and communication, that's a big burden for her. Oh, be nice. Uh, we thought Ari was the thicko. She has the 10 of Wands here. So I think the communication is a big burden to her. I mean, she's doing 50 anonymous accounts every day. She's on Twitter, she's on Page Six, she's on New York Post. And just because you don't see guest speaker does not mean she's not there. Look at that. The clock agrees with me. I think though this communications, the tangle web that she has gotten herself into, all the puff pieces, all the articles, all the, sending out all this media stuff has really become a big burden to her. And also she can't see properly. She can't see through all of this. This is blocking her. All of this communication that she's trying to do, try to turn things around, to spin things around, is she can't see what she's doing to herself. She can't see that if she just simply puts this all down, she could see a lot clearer and the path would be easier. But she insists on doing things her own way, and we know that from the Four of Cups. Now, on her Venus, romance and partnerships, we have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Words. Again, not a very loving card on your romance and partnerships. I think we're going to hear something about a cut a cut out. We're going to hear some truth about this partnership and this relationship. We're going to hear some really good, clear cut truth. That just came to me. Clear cut truth. Because you have to remember, swords are words. So we could hear it in from the palace. We could hear it in a media release. We could hear it perhaps in a comment on Twitter. But you have to remember, words also are the words that you think of as well. Anything that's a word. Okay, you could read it, you could speak it, you could think it. But we are definitely going to hear some kind of truth about the romance, and we might even hear some truth about the children, because we have the Empress card here as well. Now, this is really interesting on the central aspect of the querent's life. This is the star on the sun. And interesting, because the sun is a star, right? And we can see that in the star card. The sun is in the middle here. But that being said, well, Diana is my star card. Also, she wants to be a star. We just saw her pap walking. So that's what's important to her right now, is how can she be a celebrity? How can she actually be a star? Also, I think she's trying to manifest some kind of healing in all of this. Because the star is also hope and healing, but I think more so because it's on the sun, and the sun is like, bright, and I don't think she's too worried about healing. I think she's worried about her star power, about her being a star. We might see a rebranding again, right? She's coming out as a star. She's ta-da, I'm here. But see, this is the problem here. She has Mars next to it, and she has the Magician on her Mars, which is Mercury on Mars, which is the conflict and aggression, is the burden that she's not smart enough to do this, and she thinks she is. This is her manifestation. She's going to manifest this come hell or high water, and guess what? She can't do it. She's not smart enough, and she's trying to manifest this, and that's where the conflict and the aggression comes in with other people, and that becomes a burden. Like this actually matches each other. It'd be interesting if the Tower showed on the Magician and the Magician showed on the Tower, then we know she's in real trouble. But this is her burden, is that she thinks she can do it all, and this is telling me she can't. She can't. She's actually manufacturing and bringing in more aggression into her life. And we can see that with her communications that she does. You just go to Page 6, and the people that just lambaste her. Now, I mean, maybe that's kinky for her to have people say bad things about her. I don't know. maybe, any attention is better than no attention, but she is creating a lot of aggression and conflict with her communications. And that's what she does on Twitter too. She is the rudest person on Twitter, like horrifically cruel and mean, and um, just like, where does that come from? Where does that come from? All right, so on her luck and money, we have the moon. All her luck and money is an illusion. It's a reflection. It's not real. It's she wants to reflect that she's got lots of money and she's so lucky and everything she touches turns to gold, and it's all an illusion. Her luck and money is all an illusion. There's nothing truthful about it whatsoever. Maybe a teeny bit, maybe a teeny bit, because she is lucky that she found a dim-witted prince to marry, and she is lucky she had a $30 million wedding, and she is lucky in some aspects. But the persona that she puts on about her luck and her money is all an illusion. It's all an illusion. It's a reflection of what's important to her. What's important to her? Big houses, name brands, being a star, being associated with Diana. That's what she's trying to manifest here. If you look at the magician, on both cards, and she's doing a terrible, terrible job at it. Terrible job. So who's her work and burdens? Well, there's the family, there's the extended family, there's the royal family, there's the legacy family, there's the family with all the money, there's the inheritance. And who's the burden on her? What she's done to the royal family. And that also is her work. Is the burden is that she needs to be attached to the royal family to get anywhere. And Saturn is showing her that. Also, that she doesn't want to do the work to have this legacy like she doesn't want to do her own legacy money for her own family. This is telling me that she wants to rely on somebody else's money, on somebody else's inheritance. But the royal family in her mind is a big burden. And we can see that in Harry's latest interview. They're still blaming the royal family for all their misfortunes. They refuse to look in the mirror. I mean, don't they know she's a star? Don't they know she's a D-list actress? Don't they know she was on Suits, which nobody ever heard of until she started spouting about it? I never heard of Suits, ever. I can honestly say I've never even watched one episode. I have no idea if it's good or bad, so I can't have an opinion on it. But, she actually increased the royal family with her star power. But they were like, no, we're not interested. So, yeah, and also look at this, Four of Cups on the royal family. For her to become a star, she's not interested in being a working royal. She's not interested in what they have to say to make her a star. I mean, honestly, can you imagine throwing that away? She could have been bigger than Diana, right? Or with the right people around her and the right advice, if she would only listen. But her burden is her intellect and not listening to people, just creating conflict and aggression. That was fascinating, actually. But yeah, I think these two have put boundaries up around each other. I don't think they're in communication at all. They didn't show up in each other's reading at all. There's nothing loving or kind about either one of their readings. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.